Hello, I'm Denmark, and this is Just Press Play, and welcome. In Just Press Play, we'll talk about life, culture, faith, and how it affects us as Christian believers. And tonight, I have a story for you, and let me tell you a story about two people, Mr. Cruz and Mr. Bautista. So, Mr. Cruz and Mr. Bautista are both seriously ill. Meron talaga silang malubhang sakit, and they shared a small room in a hospital. So yung room para lang sa kanilang dalawa, enough lang for them. Dalawang kama, dalawang drawer, no, yung katabi ng kama, may door na magli-lead sa hall, at may isang bintana that will look out into the world, no. So ganun lang kalaki yung room nila, yung kasya lang silang dalawa. So si Mr. Cruz, as part of his treatment, no, para siya gumaling, kailangan umuupo siya at least 1 hour a day. No, it has something to do with draining the fluid from his lungs. So yung bed ni Mr. Cruz, katabi niya yung window. And ito naman si Mr. Bautista, he had to spend all his time lying flat, no? Nakahiga lang siya, hindi siya pwede masyadong tumayo or gumalaw. Pareho sila, they have to remain quiet and still, which is the reason kung bakit sila nandito sa room na to. Parang naka-isolate ba sila, na nakahiwalay. And masaya naman sila, I mean relatively, kasi at least may peace at saka may privacy dun sa room nila. Walang gulo, hindi mo makikita yung nagtatakbuhan ng mga nurse, ng mga tao, yung mga nakatingin kapag nandun ka sa general ward ng isang hospital. Pero syempre, may mga disadvantages din itong condition nila, na kailangan nila magpahinga at hindi talaga sila pwedeng gumalaw. And yun na nga, hindi sila pwedeng gumawa ng maraming mga bagay, hindi sila pwedeng actually magbasa, hindi sila pwede ng radio, lalong-lalo na yung TV. So walang ganun sa kanila. They have to rest. And in order for them to survive the day or to pass their days that are quiet and still, ito yung ginagawa nila, no? Para lang malibang ba. Every morning, no, they will talk about their wives, their children, their homes, their jobs, mga naging trabaho na nila, yung mga naging hobbies na nila, no? And yung mga vacations, yung mga lugar na napuntahan na nila. And then every afternoon, when Mr. Cruz was being prepped para iupo na siya, no, gagawin niya, since siya yung katabi ng window, i-describe niya kung ano yung nakikita niya sa labas ng bintana. And dito tuwan-tuwa si Mr. Bautista kasi parang nabubuhayan siya ng loob, no? Parang may bago na naman silang libangan. So apparently the window, yung window na katabi ni Mr. Cruz, it overlooked a park, no? So nakikita niya yung park, at sa park merong malaking lake, at sa lake merong mga ducks, merong mga swans. Yes, swans, no? And then there are children na nagbabato ng mga tinapay, pinapakain yung mga ducks at saka yung swans. And then yung iba doon naglalaro ng mga sailboat nila, pinapalutang doon sa pond. And then you see young lovers walking hand in hand, pasway-sway pa beneath the trees, and flowers, stretches of green grass. May mga tao dahil malawak yung park, may naglalaro ng softball. There are people on the side relaxing under the sun. At pag tumingin ka palagpas ng konti dun sa park, yung above the tree line, makikita mo na yung city skyline, no? So makikita mo na nandun na yung syudad. So habang dinidescribe to ni Mr. Cruz, si Mr. Bautista tuwan-tuwa at nakikinig dito, no? Every minute na enjoy niya yon. Yung mga iba pang examples na pinagkwentuhan nila, no? May bata na muntik na mahulog sa lake, mga beautiful girls in their summer dresses na naglalakad sa park. A baseball game na sobrang higpit nung laban, na exciting yung conclusion. And the boy who was playing with his puppy. All of this that was happening in the park, dinidescribe ni Mr. Cruz and si Mr. Bautista, it seems as if siya na rin yung nakakita sa labas nung window, no? Nakikita niya na rin yung park. Ganun kagaling mag-describe si Mr. Cruz. At tuwan-tuwa naman si Mr. Bautista dahil doon. So, one fine afternoon, may parade na dumaan. And ito yung sumagi. Hindi mo naman maisip kung ba't ito yung sumagi sa isip ni Mr. Bautista. Pero sabi niya, bakit si Mr. Cruz? Sabi niya sa sarili niya, bakit si Mr. Cruz lang ang pwede sa tabi ng bintana? bakit siya lang lahat yung pwedeng makakita at makalaman kung ano yung nangyayari sa labas? Hindi ba dapat ako din? Meron din akong chance na makakita nito? And immediately nung sinabi niya, bigla siyang nahiya sa sarili niya. Sabi niya, dapat hindi ako nag-iisip na ganun, kaibigan ko nun. Kaibigan ko yun si Mr. Cruz, no? But you know, the more that he tried to push it away, that thought, the more he tried to push it out of his mind, the more strongly that he wanted to see what's outside the window. It came to a point that he would do anything. He felt that he would do anything. Gagawin niya kahit ano para lang makatingin sa labas ng bintana. Tapos, hindi na siya nakakatulog, no? Naging bitter-biteran na siya. Hindi na siya makatulog. Lumipas yung mga araw, di siya nakakatulog, bitter-biteran siya. Ang effect nun, nagkasakit siya lalo. And the doctors couldn't understand paano siya nagkasakit. Wala na nga silang ginagawa, no? Eto na yung kwento. One night, si Mr. Bautista, hindi siya makatulog, nakatitig siya sa ceiling. Hindi nga siya makatulog, naiinis siya, di ba? And all of a sudden, narinig niya si Mr. Cruz umubo. Tapos yung ubo na para bang nag-choke. Kasi nga, di ba yun yung condition ni Mr. Cruz, yung liquid sa lungs niya, kailangan bumaba. But this night, it was congesting in his lungs. So he coughed. Mr. Cruz coughed and coughed. At hirap na hirap si Mr. Cruz. He was trying to get the button, yung parang remote, para ma-alert yung nurse, para puntahan siya at tulungan siya. Pero si Mr. Bautista, naririnig niya to, all the while, he did not move. Mr. Cruz kept coughing and coughing the whole night. Even in the darkness, ubo siya ng ubo, naririnig to ni Mr. Bautista until finally, Mr. Cruz choked one final time and then he stopped breathing altogether. And you know what? Si Mr. Bautista, he continued to stare at the ceiling. Di siya kumibo, di siya gumalaw. So finally in the morning, nung dumating yung pang-umaga na nurse para bigyan na sila ng tubig, yung kailangan ng ayusin sa kanila, they found out that Mr. Cruz was dead. At quietly, para walang skandalo or walang gulo, no, tahimik nilang inalis yung katawan ni Mr. Cruz. It had been taken away. And as soon as feeling ni Mr. Bautista na medyo okay na, no, parang humupa na yung shock na namatay siya, he asked the doctor if he could be the one. Mr. Bautista asked if he could be the one na sa tabi na ng bintana. Total, wala na naman si Mr. Cruz. Siya na lang daw sa tabi ng bintana. So the doctors agreed, no, for him to move beside the window. And the nurse arranged his bed, arranged him. They tucked him in na para comfortable siya kasi hindi nga siya pwede tumayo. No? And iniwan na siya. So the minute that Mr. Bautista was left alone, you know what he did? He struggled, he propped himself, talagang pinagpilitan niya painfully and laboriously, tinukod niya yung elbow niya, talagang dumungaw siya palabas ng bintana. And you know what? The window was facing a blank wall. Wow, if you think about this story, no? All of that for nothing. Lahat na nangyari para lang sa isang bintana na tumitingin sa isang blankong pader. So let's talk about this for a bit. No, let's talk about this for a bit. When you watch TV, when you go to the movies, lalong-lalo na when you browse your social feed in your social media, no? Do you ever get the feeling, nafe-feel mo ba na parang the world is experiencing more of life than you? No, para bang sobrang lugi mo na walang nangyayari sa buhay mo. Pero sa iba madami. Parang everybody in the world is having all the fun, no? Doing all the exciting things, winning all the prizes, getting all the good stuff. Meron ka pa makikitang #blessed, no? And you know, minsan yung feeling mo, 'di ba, parang bakit ganun? Lugi talaga ako. Pero alam mo ba, ganyan talaga ang gusto ng media na isipin mo, no? At hindi lang isipin mo, ganyan din yung gusto nilang ma-feel mo. Kasi yun yung alam nilang magpapabalik sa iyo. Sisilip ka ulit, no? Titingnan mo ulit yung buhay nila, titingnan mo ulit yung gamit na yon. So, you know, when we live vicariously through the media, which is yung media, yan na lang yung window ng mga ibang tao sa mundo, 'di ba? Yung bang parang feeling mo pag vicariously, no, nabubuhay ka na din na parang sila through their lives at gustong-gusto mo yung nakikita mo at yung ginagawa nila, no, nafe-feel mo na rin unti-unti yung feeling ni Mr. Bautista. Nagiging resentful and envious ka. We become dangerously self-centered. Feeling natin na para bang dineprive tayo ng mundo. Deprive tayo na kung ano yung nafe-feel natin na dapat para sa atin. Akin dapat yun eh. Bakit wala sa akin? And the result, you know what? We become more and more dissatisfied with the life that we are living. No? Hindi tayo nakokontent, naiinis tayo. Ba't ganito buhay ko? Bakit ganyan nangyari sa akin? Madalas, we're taken in by the images of a reality that does not exist. Images of the media that are projected on a blank wall. Yung mga images nito ay nagpapakita ng mundo na hindi naman talaga totoo, na hindi talaga nag-exist. So when we try to live like the images that we see, or we try to obtain all the stuff that the commercials, the influencers, yung mga artista, yung kung sino pa man tells us to buy, we end up feeling terrible and disappointed. You know why? Kasi sa totoo lang, illusion lang siya na lumalabas sa isang blank wall by the window. Ang lungkot, no? And sometimes when we scroll down our feed, no, bakit siya ganon? Sana ako din, sana all, sana may ganyan-ganyan ka. But honestly, if you also look at behind the curtain, if you take a peek behind it, talagang it's just an illusion. But you know, Jesus came here to set us free from those types of illusions, no? Illusions such as these. He came here sa earth para ma-experience natin ang buhay to the fullest. Yung kung paano talaga siya designed, no? Sabi niya sa John 10:10, para may comparison ka lang, no? The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, no? And if you're gonna look at media, I'm not saying all media is bad, no, but most of them, no, will only have this effect. It will be like something that's stealing, killing, and destroying you. But Jesus said, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. No, again, don't misunderstand. Not all media are bad, but most of them are. So you have to be wise on what to absorb and what to take in. Jesus came to tell us the truth about ourselves, how we are created, how that he loves us, and how he has a wonderful plan for our lives, and the truth about the world and its dangers, and also the truth about God. Because we are supposed to live life with Jesus and enjoy it to the fullest. Not to be bitter, not to be envious, not to be jealous. So remember that when you're feeling bad or depressed about things that you saw on your feed or on media, go back to the story of Mr. Bautista and the window that is actually facing a wall. So may you see through the flickering illusion that the world presents. May you learn to be content and happy with what you have. And may your life be lived to the fullest the way God intended you to. So this is Just Press Play, and we would like to hear from you. Or if you want to say something, if you want someone to talk to, we are here. You can find us on socials. You can see it on the screen. We have Facebook, Just Press Play PH. Same with Instagram, and also on YouTube. You can also find us there. And if you want to talk with someone or you want to start a relationship with Christ, you can email us also kung mahaba yung gusto mong sabihin. If you want someone to just listen to you, you can also email us at justpressplayph@gmail.com. Again, this is Denmark. And until next time, may the Lord bless you.